You can survive the horrors of combat, only to have your life destroyed by a single mistake at home. Ray spent 12 years in the military. He served 4 years deployed in Iraq and Afghanistan, and earned a Commendation Medal for bravery. Returning to civilian life, his immediate priority is proposing to his girlfriend. But an unprovoked encounter on the street derails his future. An entitled kid harasses Ray's fiancée and pulls a knife. Ray reacts with his military training and accidentally kills the attacker in self-defense. Overwhelmed by the guilt of taking a life, Ray listens to his lawyer's grim calculus. He can plead not guilty to a murder charge and risk up to 8 years in prison, or he can take a plea deal for manslaughter. Ray's strict adherence to taking responsibility blinds him to the reality of the justice system. He accepts the plea, expecting a standard 18-month sentence, completely unaware of the trap he is willingly stepping into. The man Ray killed was the son of a highly influential millionaire. Using massive wealth, the grieving father orchestrates a revenge plot from the outside by buying off the facility's warden. The payment secures a specific environment. Ray is to be subjected to a relentless cycle of isolation, guard harassment, and inmate violence until he snaps and begs for a way out. This corruption is hidden behind a well-rehearsed public facade. During inmate orientation, the warden ironically quotes John F. Kennedy, saying, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." Ray enters prison believing he just has to keep his head down and do his time. He doesn't realize the man acting as the referee of his daily life is actively getting paid to destroy him. The first layer of the gauntlet is the prison yard. It operates as a strictly divided, tribal war zone where weakness is immediately punished. Ray is immediately targeted by an Arab faction. They know about his specific military service in the Middle East, viewing his time in uniform as a traitorous act of invasion against his own kind. They confront him with the politics of his deployment. They argue the invasion of Iraq was entirely staged over fabricated weapons of mass destruction, leading to the deaths of innocent civilians. They weaponize historical U.S. foreign policy to justify their hatred, pointing out how the government trained and equipped Osama bin Laden to fight the Russians before turning on him and causing massive blowback. Ray refuses to abandon his morals in the face of this aggression. When a defenseless 18-year-old kid is cornered during a brutal gang assault, Ray risks his own life to intervene and save him. By protecting the weak, Ray violates the prison's core rule of survival of the fittest. He maintains his humanity, which earns him quiet respect from the inmates, but paints a massive target on his back for the corrupt guards watching from above. Realizing the physical threats aren't breaking Ray, the warden pivots to psychological warfare. He targets Ray's only connection to the outside world, his fiancée, Kelly. Using prison protocol as a weapon, the corrupt guards force Kelly to endure a deeply humiliating open-room strip search just to secure visitation rights. The trauma of this environment shatters their relationship. Kelly leaves him, and Ray is left entirely isolated. At his lowest point, Ray finds an ally. Mac is a seasoned, older inmate serving 3 life sentences for a bloody armored talk heist. Mac teaches Ray to find mental escapes to survive the crushing monotony of the cell block. Mac's own escape is an obsession with tracking the form of a champion racehorse named Black Caviar. Tracking the horses provides a mental anchor. It allows Ray to partition his mind, creating a private space that prevents the total psychological collapse the warden intended. The warden makes a desperate final move. He orchestrates a kill or be killed scenario designed to force Ray to commit murder, which would permanently extend his sentence. Ray refuses to take the bait, but the violence spills out of his control. In the ensuing chaos, the young 18-year-old kid Ray had been protecting is murdered. Instead of a physical retaliation, Ray retreats into cold, calculated observation. He waits through the final weeks of his sentence, documenting the warden's routines and looking for a crack in his armor. Ray baits the gloating warden into a confrontation. He secretly captures the warden on a recorded confession, documenting the bribes, the corruption, and the orchestrated murders. The recording strips away the warden's immunity. By documenting the corruption from the inside, Ray uses the man's own arrogance to dismantle the rigged system. The warden is immediately stripped of his absolute power, physically arrested by his own men, and hauled away. Ray survives the rigged gauntlet. Having officially completed his time without adding to his charges, he walks free. Before leaving his past entirely behind, Ray follows a set of instructions left by his deceased mentor, Mac, to locate $1.4 million in stolen heist money hidden on the outside. In a final act of loyalty, Ray tracks down Mac's estranged daughter and delivers a bag full of the recovered cash, completely changing her life. The system was designed to strip Ray of his humanity. By holding on to his steadfast moral code, he survived the gauntlet and broke the corruption from the inside out.